In the headlines, Dominica ideal for cultural tourism and women and youth given a voice for change in the agriculture sector. Thanks for joining us on the weekend edition of National Focus. I am Kimani St. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up. Welcome back, and now for the details. The Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Robert Tong, believes that twinning the Ministries of Culture and Tourism presents an ideal opportunity for cultural tourism in Dominica. Speaking at the launching of the 20th edition of the World Creole Music Festival on Wednesday, Honorable Tong said the island's rich culture makes Dominica a prospective hotspot for tourists wishing to explore arts and heritage and other unique features of the island.
As we recover from the devastating impact of Hurricane Maria, we have found new and creative ways to market our island and to increase its appeal to tourists other than the nature lover or the thrill seeker. Fortunately for us, the World Creole Music Festival, the Jazz and Creole Festival, Mass Dominique, Dom Festa, as well as the various village festivals that form our entertainment and cultural calendar of events, provide us with a template for showcasing the island's rich culture as we have already begun to build a solid foundation. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture will, in the coming months, look to engage stakeholders as we to determine the best approaches for increasing Dominica's visibility and viability as a cultural tourism destination of choice.
The government of Dominica, through the Dominica Youth Business Trust, on Wednesday, June 27th, hosted a symposium for youth and women in agriculture. The symposium was held with the support of a promotion of regional opportunities for produce through enterprises and linkages Propel. The Propel project is a sustainable economic growth project which aims to increase the value of Caribbean fresh produce, accessing high-value markets in the Caribbean and internationally. Propel is funded by the Government of Canada and implemented by the World University Service of Canada. The initiative, dubbed a Voice for Change in the Agriculture Sector, served as an opportunity to give an empowered voice to women and youth to highlight the challenges they face in agriculture and to give them a forum to provide recommendations as to how stakeholders can be of more assistance to them. The Honorable Minister for Youth, Justin Charles, addressed the opening ceremony on behalf of the Honorable Minister for Agriculture.
I think it's an opportunity for you to vent, express all of that, your challenges, the benefits, all of what you see in agriculture, and how well we as policymakers can help in all of that. And I know from speaking with Dr. Ansem, Propel and the DYBT has something good in place where I think can benefit the wider community, the young people and the women. So I think it's something that we need to capitalize on. We need to sell agriculture as a lucrative business so that our people can be interested in what we plant and what we grow and be able to market to alleviate any poverty that can exist, because definitely there is money in agriculture and it can contribute to alleviating poverty.
Some of the known challenges young people face in agriculture include lack of access to land, finances, and labor. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Reginald Thomas, stated the importance of women and youth in agriculture and spoke of his ministry's plans for that demographic.
May it be at the farm level, be it agro-processing, at the market level, women play a crucial role in agriculture and the rural economy. Aggregate data shows that women comprise about 43% of the agricultural labor force. They produce 60 to 80% of the world's food and are inherently better stewards of the environment than men. Again, Honorable Minister kind of alluded to that. Investing in women and youth is the right thing to do and the smart way to reduce poverty and inequality. For these reasons, the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Fisheries and the Government of Dominica by extension is committed to a new approach to agriculture, policies, plans and strategies that supports the economic, political and social empowerment of women and youth. and makes gender equality a priority for the benefit of the Dominican society.
Other stakeholders, including representatives of the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, and the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation and Agriculture, IACA, were also present at the symposium. Deputy Project Director of Propel, Munish Prasad, said the symposium is important because women and youth have a holistic view of the sector.
Women and youth have on an ongoing basis been carrying out situational analyses of their own agricultural context. These analyses are carried out from their perspectives as against ours. By ours, I mean professionals, whether we are agronomists, agricultural engineers, project managers. We need to understand sometimes that our perspective doesn't get the exact picture the way a woman or a youth would like us to get that picture. When a woman is making her decision on a farm, sometimes there are other issues that we don't consider. Do I take the money to buy fertilizer when I have my child is sick and needs medication? How do I forego my child's textbook or transportation to school to buy a drip line?
Prasad said the expectation is that as various stakeholders listen to the issues of women and youth in agriculture, they will be prompted to bring solutions. You're watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. Coordinator of the Dominica Youth Business Trust, Kerry and Remy Timothy, has reported on the events undertaken by the DYBT to increase its visibility and strengthen its impact on Dominica's youth. To date, more than 1,000 young entrepreneurs have been trained, and the trust has helped to establish more than 500 viable businesses. In 2017, the trust had announced its intention to host the DYBT Strong campaign with the aim of highlighting its work with young entrepreneurs and its contribution to the economic and social development of Dominica's youth. It was also an opportunity to showcase the many successes of young people in business. Remy Timothy said although some of the activities were curtailed by Hurricane Maria, the trust was able to go through with several of the planned activities with the assistance of promotion of regional opportunities for produce through enterprises and linkages, the Propel project.
The trust is extremely grateful for the timely intervention of promotion of regional opportunities for produce through enterprise and linkage Propel, who funded by the Global Affairs Canada and implemented by the World University Service of Canada, who came on board with us. This promotional campaign highlighted the fact that DYBT has touched many lives through various mediums and that the individual impacted are stronger because of DYBT's intervention. This campaign also highlighted the entrepreneurs who have successfully developed viable products and services for the local and export markets. 2 ambassador road trips and town hall meetings were held, covering namely the Northeast, Southeast, and East District, and West and North District. The final road trip, scheduled in September for South and Rosa District, was cancelled due to the passage of Hurricane Maria.
One of the young entrepreneurs who benefited from the campaign praised the DYBT's dedication to young entrepreneurs.
It was amazing to see that the Dominica Youth Business Trust was so interested in the production aspect of young entrepreneurs. On this particular tour, we were asked to speak about our challenges and how exactly could the Dominica Youth Business Trust be able to help. As a result of the tour, 14 young entrepreneurs were able to receive assistance in sourcing equipment via Propel, and I was no exception. I must say, the commercial blender is working well. With the DYBT, they treat young budding entrepreneurs like family, and even post-Hurricane Maria, they made sure to call and visit my premises.
A poster competition for students 8 to 11 years old under the theme My Business of the Future, geared at inspiring students to think of future viable businesses, was also held, as well as a Shadow an Entrepreneur essay competition, which allowed students to write about local successful business owners. Another component of the trust is the Small Business Assistance Facility, which trains and provides grants to young people already in business but desirous of strengthening their skills or augmenting their services. Other training sessions are also available.
During the year, the Trust has several other training exercises: public speaking and business pitching, social media marketing, QuickBook Pro bookkeeping, food safety and standard in food processing. 50 young entrepreneurs, 19 male and 31 female, capitalize on this opportunity for additional training.
Under the mentorship program, young entrepreneurs are paired with persons with particular skills to enhance their business acumen. DYBT graduated 22 young people from its 2017 entrepreneurship program last week. And finally, Lakia Joseph from the community of Bence is the 2018 recipient of the Queen's Young Leaders Award. She received her award on Tuesday, June 26, from Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II at the Buckingham Palace in London. The Queen Young Leaders celebrates the achievements of young change makers from across the Commonwealth. Joseph received the award for her work with young people and her advocacy for gender equality.
It made me feel so humble being in her presence, but knowing that I came to represent my family, my people, and my country is really awesome.
This is the fourth and final year of the awards program. As a Queen's Young Leader, Joseph has gained access to mentoring and training through the University of Cambridge's Institute of Continuing Education. The program is designed to further develop the skills of aspiring leaders. Lakia Joseph joins 4 other Dominicans who have received the Queen's Young Leaders Award. And that's news. Coming up next, your tip of the day: how to ensure you are financially prepared for a hurricane. With the devastation of Hurricane Maria still fresh in our minds, another hurricane season is upon us, and we must do all we can to again prepare for the possibility of a hurricane. Here are 2 ways to ensure that you are financially prepared to weather a storm. Insurance coverage. Insurance becomes much more important in the case of a disaster, and making sure you have appropriate coverage is key. Even though you are not thrilled about reading through your homeowner's insurance policy, you need to read all of it. You may assume your coverage extends to hurricanes, but the language can be muddy and confusing. You might be surprised by the various ways insurance companies will classify natural disasters. It's important to make sure you're covered for each type that fits your location. An emergency fund. Even if you have perfect insurance for compensation, it's also important to have an emergency fund stashed away. It may take months for your insurance company to reimburse you, so you need to have a way to pay for housing, necessities, and basic repairs. Having a cash fund will make the transition easier and make you less frustrated with your insurance provider. You also want to make sure that your emergency fund is easily accessible. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am Kimani St. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.
Three nights, over 8 musical genres, 40 years of independence, 1 location, Dominica. The Government of Dominica and Discover Dominica Authority present Dominica's World Creole Music Festival in 2018, October 26th, 27th and 28th at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, Roseau, featuring From the French Antilles with Love, the hard driving Jean-Marc Ferdinand. The provocative Funky Vincent. The sensuous Stéphane Ravour. From La Réunion, the romantic Creole queen Orlan. From the Nature Isle, the Creole capital Dominica, the dynamic and fast-rising Signal Band. Bouillon MVBs, Triple K International. The Bouillon boss, Issa Banton. Mexicano All-Stars reminisce, dance to the hypnotic voices of Dominica's Princess Michael Henderson, Elijah Benoit, Martin Del Olive, Colin XP, and Cornell Fingers Phillip. The undisputed kings of Cadence Lips of music, Midnight Groovers. From Haiti Chérie, Compa Hitmakers, Class. The flamboyant Guy. Le président Michel Martelly, Sweet Mickey. From Jamaica, the #1 reggae superstar, Ronix.
I'm on a start recruit, soldiers for Selassie army. Here comes trouble, here comes the grain.
And the dancehall champion, Movado.
Lucky thing me put me trust in the Lord. Them want me for dead in the mag like dog.
From the land of Soca TNT, the Soca King, Marshall Montano. Are you ready, Dominica, for Kiss the Band? From across the globe, all the way to Nigeria, Yemi Alade.
Where is my Johnny? Johnny Boy. Do you know Johnny? Question. If I know see my Johnny.
Dominica Massive, lots more to come. The 20th edition of the World Creole Music Festival. My love, my home, my Dominica. See you there.
I know I live festival.
Dominica.